Hello and welcome. In this week's episode, we're going to be talking about the 7 noses of Soho. These are some of my favourite, quite weird things to spot in London, and I love anything that's a little bit overlooked, a little bit strange, and bonus points if it's the stuff of myths and legends. So today I'll be sharing the wild stories, the truth, and most importantly, where you can find what's left of the 7 noses of Soho. My name's Katie, I'm a qualified Blue Badge tourist guide, and I run public walks, virtual tours and private tours across the capital. And as of right now, I can start in-person tours again, so do look at the link in the description if you'd like to join me on a tour. But let's start with probably the most famous of the noses, and this one can be found on Admiralty Arch. Finished in 1912 and designed by Aston Webb, Admiralty Arch is a triumphant archway to end the Mall, and it acts as a grand entrance into Trafalgar Square. Until a few years ago, it was used as government offices, but it's currently being redeveloped into a hotel and flats. Because of these works, you can't actually see the nose today, but here is a picture that I took a few years ago. And it's this one that seems to have started the rumours, with stories circulating that the horse guards would typically rub the nose for good luck. Another great myth was that it was the spare nose for Nelson, who stands 51 metres above us in the centre of Trafalgar Square. So what's the real story? Well, in an article in the Evening Standard in 2011, the mystery was revealed. The noses were part of guerrilla artwork by Rick Buckley, installed in 1997. He put up around 30 casts of his own nose across London in a statement against the rise of CCTV cameras. Sadly, most have been removed. So where can you find them today? You'll be happy to know that I have searched high and low for them in the West End, looking a little bit suspect at times, but I've only managed to find 5. We've already mentioned the one on Admiralty Arch, but the others you can find include a pretty grotty stretch on Great Windmill Street, just off Piccadilly Circus, on Dean Street, behind a plant pot outside the restaurant and members club Quo Vadis. From here, go around the corner onto Bateman Street and you can see one outside Milk Bar. Finally, there's one on one side of a printing shop on Endell Street, Covent Garden. The mystery does continue in Soho though, because there's also 2 fake noses. One that's painted purple is right beside the real one on Dean Street, and you can find another high up against the brickwork on Mead Street. Other locations that were mentioned in the article include on the side of the National Gallery, Covent Garden Piazza, and outside St Pancras Station, but personally I've never been able to find others. I would love it if you have, and you can let me know in the comments. But amazingly, that's not even all. London seems to have an obsession with hosting strange body parts. Also in Covent Garden, you can find 2 disembodied ears. This time they're by an artist called Tim Fishlock. Unfortunately, because of this new fake foliage added on Floral Street, they've been partly hidden, but you can still catch glimpses of them if you know where to look. One of them isn't looking its best, it's been kind of nibbled on, a la Vincent van Gogh. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I've included a map below if you want to go and have a look for them yourself. I'll be back next week with more of London's hidden history.